Once upon a sera in the heartland of Africa, in a small village bathed in the warm, sunny glow of the savanna, lived a young boy named Io. He was smart, adventurous, and because he was born into a modest family, he showed an early knack for creativity and resourcefulness. Even in small ways, Io wanted to change the world for the better. But our story begins with Io as an adult, after he had built a towering empire based on ethics and honesty called EthicoCorp. EthicoCorp wasn't just any company, it was vast, spanning the entire continent, and it was built entirely on what Ao called the African touchstones: honesty, hard work, respect for everyone, and emphasis on community upliftment. This was Ao's dream, to prove that businesses could flourish without compromising on ethics, and his African touchstones were his guiding principles. Ao started small, selling handmade toys and local arts and crafts in the market, with each item carrying a fair trade stamp. He used sustainable materials and ensured that every artist was paid fairly and promptly for their work. His toys weren't just beautiful, they were embodiments of love, skill, and fairness. People flocked to his stand, and before long, Ao began opening more stalls in surrounding villages. As his business flourished, so did his reputation for integrity and fairness. Homes and schools were built with the profits, the villagers were employed, and Ao's sponsorship ensured children went to school. His heart still lay in enriching his community, and he never veered off that path. Upon seeing the prosperity of EthicoCorp, there were other businessmen who offered Ao great sums of money to buy his company and the secret to his success, promising him a life of luxury he never imagined. But Ao shook his head, replying, "Money cannot buy ethics, and luxury cannot replace integrity." As Ao's empire grew, so did his ethical influence. He set new standards for businesses around Africa and the world, proving it possible to be successful while caring for the community's well-being. He inspired a movement of conscious capitalism where businesses began following EthicoCorp's example, ensuring fair trade, honest work, and respect for all. Regrettably, there came a day when a devastating drought hit the region. Cattle fell ill and crops failed. People were hungry, igniting panic. Fearing bankruptcy, some businesses in the area decided to increase their prices, capitalizing on the disaster. But not Ao. He opened EthicoCorp's granaries and distributed food throughout the villages, ensuring that no one slept hungry. He faced mounting losses, but he believed in his touchstones. He respected his people, and their plight superseded his profits. Inspired by Ao's selflessness, the villagers rallied together, sharing whatever resources they had left. Their unity and mutual respect saw them through the toughest of times, and when the drought ended, the village rose again like the phoenix from the ashes, more formidable and united than ever. They truly became a community, learning the importance of fraternity and compassion. And that is the story of Ao, the man who built an empire with ethics and taught us all a valuable lesson. True wealth is not in riches, but in integrity and compassion. He demonstrated that ethical decisions, even those seemingly insignificant, have immense power to bring change. This story reminds us to be like Ao, to uphold ethical practices in whatever we do. Honest work, respect for all, and communal support do make a difference. So, young readers, let's aim to be as virtuous and transformative as Ao. It's not always easy, but remember, success with morality is the greatest wealth of all. So do you want to hear more inspiring tales like this? Subscribe now and learn more about great personalities across time and cultures, and lessons we can adopt in our lives. Let's build our ethical empires learning from the triumphs of leaders like Ao.